Yeah, he already won one. So I think if he go all the time and get the stats, he'll be straight.
Yes.
I think he got a high potential to be like Aaron Rodgers though, win that Super Bowl early, and then like never do it again. But he always look good and always put up stats.
Very similar. That's a
about
good
people,
comparison. They
Like
play similar.
he definitely could get to that level.
They play real similar
So
too.
where like he just falling off, and he ain't doing nothing no more.
But shit, you know, you got MVP twice.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
5
saying?
EFC championships.
Yeah, I mean, he threw for 5,000 yards this year.
I'm making a way and I'm making a way. Hey, I'm calling the shots and I'm calling the plays. Hey.
Well,
I'm lost.
all right. This is a completely different episode of the Guru Sports Podcast, man. Y'all know who I am. I'm Real Trav, the Guru. I got my goons with me.
Lucky Luch in the building. What's poppin'?
Q Quantum Vision.
HOLLI.
And man, we about to talk some shit. So look, first off, I won't get into y'all. I know the NFL already put their picks out. They already got their offensive player of the year. They got their rookies of the year out. I want to hear y'all's though, because I know everybody got some different shit. Everybody I didn't talk to, they didn't pick the different defensive player of the year, different offensive player of the year. I agree with, I could see Nick Bosa. I see Justin Jefferson. It makes sense. But what y'all think? How y'all feel?
Hurts.
Who going first?
Hurts.
Hurts?
Yeah.
Q said Hurts off bat. He didn't waste no time.
Definitely hurts.
Yeah, hurts.
Yeah?
Dude.
Hurts? That's two for
Dude
Hurts.
seems like he can't do no wrong, but
No,
Well,
Hurts.
best record in the
He
league.
can't do no wrong. For
Best
real.
record in the league. You
Dual
can't
threat.
hate that.
Dude,
I don't know the exact stats, but he probably got double-digit rushing touchdown, or
bro.
20 passing touchdown.
I think they put out I watched y'all know I just be watching NFL shit all the time.
Yeah.
They put out a stat. They said like on third and like short, if he keep the ball, it's like
Oh, it's
he's
over.
gonna get the first down or score the touchdown
Man,
90% of the
The
time.
man go from quarterback to running back.
That's over.
Like that. It's tough to stop.
I'm going Pat, man. Even though Pat won it, I'm going to say Pat. And the reason I'm going to say Pat is because besides Travis Kelce, he has no big-time guy. He has no all-pro guy on that offense as far as, like, his receivers and his running backs. Because, you know, Jalen Hurts had the best offensive line in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown, Devontae Green,
Yeah.
Smith.
Devontae Smith. You also got Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
You also have Dallas Goedert. So it's like he had weapons all over the place on top of having a good line, and he is already a dual threat. So they gave him all the tools to be successful. So yeah, he had a slightly better season in my opinion, but he had more to work with.
Do you
But
think
shit, Pat had the same thing though.
Not this year.
Was
Pat
he
had
all
Travis
the
Kelce.
years?
He did well, they had I would have said that at least Pat Mahomes and them had a similar like offensive line, but they could not stop nobody from running the ball at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like they was terrible at the run. Like everybody was running the ball on them. So and all of their defensive backs, I think all of them dudes is rookies.
for the Chiefs?
Yeah, I think all of them dudes is new. That they don't have none of them defensive backs on their team this year is from last year.
I go
So, of course, they're gonna give up some points. Shit, I said in one of my podcasts, they gave up 33 points to Denver, and y'all know Denver struggled
Yeah,
to
they
get in the
should.
end zone. Like
Right.
Garbage.
Right.
Denver was scoring 33 points on them, and I think that was even without Russell Wilson. I think Ripien was playing.
They look like the old Denver.
The old Denver, they was getting it in on there.
Like the old Denver of the boys, man.
I just think Hurts was like, the engine to all the stuff that they got. Like, they had
All respect to Hurts, but I just feel like, I'm going to look at it how the NBA look at it. In the NBA, when you got too much help, you don't win MVP.
Right.
So that's my theory for why I say Pat, because Jalen had more help. That's all.
I give you that.
And if you count their records, if you count postseason and regular season, they have the same exact record right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Same
okay.
exact record if you count postseason and regular season. So when you take all that into consideration, y'all got the same record, and to me, Jalen Hurts had more. So that's why I gotta go with
I feel
gotta go
you.
with
For a
Pat.
slight
I feel you
rebuttal.
with the Pat. I feel you with the Pat. I ain't gonna flex. I like Pat, dog. That motherfucker throw the ball mid, sideways in the air. You talking about
Do
he
you
get
think-
hit? He got
So what
the whole
about
team hit.
defense?
Defense?
Who y'all think
Defense.
should have won on defense?
Defense,
I like Bosa. I like Parsons. I think Parsons was a big reason Dallas did a lot of things this year because I don't like nothing with their quarterback. He cost them more games, and I feel like Parsons and the defense
yeah.
definitely brought him.
Out of Bosa
out of them.
and Parsons, I'm gonna go with the same similar theory because I'm gonna go Parsons because Bosa, you know, he been in that system longer,
Mhm.
and San Fran was always like since he been there known
Yeah,
for
good
having a
defense.
stout defense. Like
Right.
they always been hard to score on. So I'm gonna go Parsons, man. Parsons impressed me more.
I can't agree with y'all more because I feel like Parsons should get it over Nick Bosa because, Michael Parsons was doing that shit and Dak Prescott wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
And they was
Right.
giving
Exactly.
all of this fucking
Right.
hype to Cooper Rush, like,
Exactly.
Cooper Rush is winning these games. No, the
Michael-
fuck Cooper Rush
Michael
is not.
Parsons had people thinking the Dallas could have won the Super Bowl.
Bruh, exactly. So you got this backup quarterback who came in out of nowhere, played well for you, but you can't forget that your defense was giving you the ball right back.
Yeah,
Right
he
back.
changed
He was-
a lot of games.
Bruh,
Right back.
getting to the quarterback not being able to even get a read off, like that mean you can't throw the ball. That make you one dimensional. Like
Real
so
talk.
you got to double team and triple team this man, which is gonna cause matchup situations. To where this is why Dallas is able to run with fucking Tony Pollard and he looked like a superstar.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't wore the defense down. Like the other team's defense is just on the field. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And that's all due to not just to Michael Parsons, but he had a major. Bruh, he was getting double teamed and was still damn near competing with sacks with Nick Bosa.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
Nick Bosa got Fred Warner.
And you could barely afford to double Nick Bosa.
Yeah, you got to worry about Fred Warner. They blitz with their cornerbacks a lot on that team. So, Treverius Ward he was by himself on that line. Like Michael Parsons got it in. He should have got it. I think the only reason why,
I don't know the stats though.
I think the only reason why Bosa even got it is because of the success the 49ers was having with their backup quarterback for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's why
I'm
he beat
going
him up.
I'm going off the eye test. I'm not really going off
Yeah,
I'm not
strictly-
going off of
strictly.
who had a certain amount of sacks in the year.
Yeah, I don't
and
care
all
about none of that.
Off the eye test, off the impact from what I saw, I feel like Michael Parsons.
So Parsons had more sacks than Bosa?
Nah,
No,
Nick
no,
Bosa
sacks.
led. I think Nick Bosa led the league in sacks.
Was it a big difference?
I don't think it was that big of a difference. I think they was going back and forth for a little while, actually. I don't think it was that big of a difference. But Q about to pull it up. But
Fact check.
you have to. But I just feel like, he got it based off of his team's success. Like, his team was having success
He
with
only
a
got
backup quarterback.
he only get mentioned right now because the 49ers was doing is right now.
Did y'all
Other
know-
than that, they
did y'all know
wasn't
the
even
Eagles
sitting there about it. That's
Got
he been
6
there for a
people
minute.
over 10 sacks.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And
Yep.
somebody we not even naming.
What
led
it
the-
is? Name,
I don't want to name
the
all
top
6,
five of them.
but
Just top-
Hassan Reddick led the league in sacks.
Reddick, number
Hassan
7.
Reddick,
19.
And he was
Right.
supposed to be a bust.
Right.
They was
We
calling
talk
this
about
man a
Parsons.
bust.
Parsons had 14, but
Yeah.
He there.
golly, 19 sacks.
But-
That's a lot.
Same thing I say about
He's on-
Pat.
he on
Why
the
you
team
think
with
they didn't
Fletcher
give it to
Cox.
Reddick?
You got
Yeah.
Fletcher
You
Cox.
got
on
Fletcher
that.
Cox right
It's
there.
easy money. Everybody.
You got Slay covering.
Yeah.
Slay
Slay
cover.
gonna give you more time to get to the quarterback.
Right.
Bradbury gonna give you more time
And
to
then
get
you
to the
winning a lot.
Then you
quarterback.
pick
So-
up C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
you know-
You feel me? So
he in
the
there.
more they cover, the more time you got to get a sack.
And you winning, so teams, you up on teams.
And
so they
if you gonna make a
man.
choice out of Reddick and Fletcher Cox, man, they gonna double Fletcher Cox.
Yeah.
For real.
But you still gotta watch Reddick though.
And you still gotta watch Reddick, so yeah.
Crazy.
It's a tough assignment. Now you see why the Eagles they record is with. I don't even want to get into that. We gonna get into that later. We gonna get into that later. Let's not even go there yet. Let's not go there yet.
We
We
ain't going
getting
there.
ahead of ourselves.
I don't wanna go.
So
Let's talk-
we done did defensive
We
rookie.
did defense. Let's do rookies. I want to talk about rookies. I want to start off with rookies. First off, y'all already know what I'm about to say. I already got the fucking hat on.
Yeah.
No bias.
I'm biased.
No
POP.
bias.
I'm telling you
You
right
know,
now, I'm
hold it
biased. I don't
down.
give a good goddamn
Hold
it
offensive
down.
player. The rookie of the year should have been Chris
Chris
Olave.
Olave.
I know we didn't win games,
Should have gave it to
but
him.
he should have won it.
That boy made
Gary
that shit
Wilson,
look
not
good.
knocking
Olave.
you. I'm not knocking Gary Wilson's season. But, bruh, dude had a better season to me.
Shout out Gary.
He did this with a backup quarterback just like you did.
No, it's,
With a defense that wasn't like your defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, this kid was getting double coverage just like I don't even think Gary Wilson was getting doubled. I don't even know if he was getting double coverage like Chris Olave was.
yeah,
Bro,
I think Olave.
Chris
should've got
Olave was
that.
catching balls that wasn't even supposed to get caught.
No, bro. He
No,
was
it's
catching shit that was getting him knocked out.
Boy, what?
Nah, he should've-
Man, they trying to put him on injury reserve for the next few games.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm amped up,
Come
but
on.
that's just how I feel.
Come
All
on.
right.
Oh yeah, anybody feel different? I feel Chris Olave too.
I'm going home. I'm
Olave.
going home team. I'm going home team. If anything.
Olave.
Chris
For sure.
Olave.
For sure.
It's
He made us
Olave.
feel like, bro.
And
he
if
made
not
us-
Olave
he made us
and
feel
not
like-
Garrett Wilson, why not fucking Purdy just for shits and giggles?
Purdy.
Just for doing
Hey,
Just
what he did.
for
if Purdy
Not
would have
even
played
for
the
shits
whole
and giggles.
season,
Right.
Purdy would have won.
Right.
Purdy averaged 2 touchdown passes a game, and he had like one of the best fucking passing touchdown to interception
An
ratios.
8-game run, huh?
In an 8-game run.
Purdy had him scared.
Oh, Purdy could have
Purdy
definitely
had
made
him,
it.
Purdy had him scared.
And I bet you if Purdy would have won that playoff game and he'd be in the Super Bowl right now, they'd
Probably
be
gave
calling
it to
him
him.
Rookie of the Year.
Man, what?
And
And you
Most
can't
definitely.
take it from him.
Why they wait so
Definitely.
late?
Cause they gotta see first.
You gotta see if they can get it that way.
I hate
gotta
that
see
in the
first before they call it
NFL. I
out.
hate that in the NBA.
Man, come on, they don't want to look stupid. They gotta make it look like
You gotta
something.
make sure. You gotta make sure.
Shit bad.
So we all
Defense.
anonymously went on.
Oh yeah, Chris Olave.
All right.
Chris Olave all day.
Yeah,
Y'all gonna have to deal with it. Get in the comments. I don't give a damn what you
Bro.
say.
Defense, I'm gonna go Kayvon Thibodeau. He changed the Giants' whole. If it's not for him, they don't even make the playoff run. Like they was having their issues as far as the offense. They won a couple of close games. Didn't they even have a tie? They had a tie with Washington,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they offense wasn't really producing like that. So if I'm gonna go Kayvon Thibodeau, I feel like he really made a huge impact on that Giant defense. And you know, that's not a knock on Sauce. Sauce is great, you know.
Yeah.
Sauce is gonna be Hall of Fame one day, but to me, I gotta choose
Respect on
Kayvon
my
Thibodeau.
sauce.
Nah, I fuck with Sauce.
You gonna go with Sauce?
DB
Yeah,
bias.
you're a DB. You're a DB. Yeah,
DB
yeah.
Sauce.
I feel you with Kayvon Thibodeau, but I'm gonna go with Sauce.
Sauce.
And the reason why, look, and this is,
The numbers.
and I could be fucking completely wrong,
graded
but
out like top.
Not even
his
the
his
numbers.
position is such a skilled position.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he went against the best this year, dog. Like,
Yeah.
and they knew he had a name, Sauce. The veterans on the team didn't even want to call him Sauce. They said you got to earn it,
Yeah.
and he earned it mid-season from shutting motherfuckers down. Like he did it. I gotta give it Kayvon Thibodeau, no doubt, because the Giants did not have a secondary. He was definitely putting pressure on the quarterback to get them off the field. That's why the Giants was okay beating you 17-13.
Mm-hmm.
They was all right with that. When you got
Win is a
Kayvon,
win.
yeah, a win is a win.
A win is
You
a
know
win.
how ugly it is, it doesn't matter. A win is a win. But Sauce, that position is too skilled. It's too easy to get
agree.
exposed. You know,
And
it's
they got
so
some big
one-on-one.
dog receivers out here.
Oh man,
he
it's
was
a-
hanging.
We in the receiver
He was
heavy
hanging
league.
tough.
You know,
He
we
was
in the
hanging
receiver
tough.
heavy league. Like Sauce, he did his thing, and I gotta give it to Sauce. Now a runner up, I'll give it to is Diggs from Washington, Seattle.
Oh
He was-
He balled out too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Diggs
yeah,
was leading
yeah.
he was leading the league in interceptions at one point.
Yeah,
He was very, very close right behind
Yeah,
Sauce.
he was really good, bro. Like the Seahawks, like they actually low key had
The
a good
Seahawks,
defense.
Seahawks was a dark horse
Yeah.
for a little while. They had a chance
Upset
to
a
do
lot
some
of teams.
things
Y'all feel
because
like they better without Russ?
Well, Gino got comeback
More
player
the
of the
same.
year. It's more the
it's
same.
about the same. Yeah,
I don't think Russ
ain't
would have had a
gonna- I ain't
better
gonna
season.
straight up
I
say
think it would
better.
have been a similar season.
I think definitely.
But it's hard not to
definitely
say they are
overachieved.
better because they was better than the Broncos.
They overachieved.
They
They
better
made
than
it
the
to the
Broncos.
playoffs. They made it to
The
the
Broncos looked horrible.
I think he got to learn that team a little bit more.
He must do because they got all that talent and looked horrible.
I thought, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I thought they was gonna do something.
We all did.
You got Sutton.
We all did.
You got
We all did.
Judy. Man, who else they got? I know
the running back. What's his name? He got hurt.
Williams. Huh?
Yeah. What is it?
Javonte.
Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
He got hurt like game 2 or 3, dog.
He was balling too.
Ball.
And that fucked
suck.
their season up.
I ain't gonna lie. The real reason they fucking suck, cause Russ fucking suck.
You think it's Russ, not the
it's
coach?
Russ.
You don't think it's the playbook?
Russ
So
is
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
This season
You ain't
just
worried about no football.
this
You
season
pay
made
me
me feel
$250.
like
I got Sierra. Like,
yeah.
I'm
Russ
up.
is lying right now,
Automatic,
man. I'm thinking,
systematic.
Yeah.
Shit, that motherfucker 1-2 stepping on Russ.
No, I honestly, I feel like Russ' season changed when Future hopped on that Boston Richards
No, real
song.
talk.
Yeah. When Future said,
He still yang?
if
He-
my nigga wasn't Jigga, I'm the type to go after B, and I still smash on C. When he
Real
said
talk.
that,
Fucked him
Fu-
up. I
Russ
say
couldn't
this
throw a
though.
touchdown.
I say this though.
Man.
He ain't like suck enough to not be in the league, but cause they got a lot of bad quarterbacks, but he like not about to be on the Mahomes.
Man,
and
I
The,
would've
the
got
problem
moved.
is, they
So it
was
wasn't
giving
the
him
playbook and it
prime
wasn't the
time
coach.
games.
Him, bro.
It was him.
They was giving him Thursday night games.
You heard Q.
Sunday
Q said
night
it was
games.
him.
I mean,
He
no,
was
don't get me wrong.
bombing.
When the playbook,
The coach is
when the coach.
It's a,
It's on you, Russ.
this is what I hate about sports. Everybody like to make it all the
Everything
nothing.
is an
It's
absolute.
your fault, all his fault.
Q, everything is an
He
absolute
He
in
sucked,
sports.
but his
I
coach
would've
sucked
got-
a little bit more.
I would have
did
got
not.
Russ in the fucking fantasy.
And they running
I
double
think Russ
tight.
was like
We
my
all
second
thought he
pick.
was
I
gonna
mean,
be good, man.
Russ was my second pick, I think.
We all thought he was gonna be good.
Russ was my
Nah,
second pick.
Sean Payton and went there. We gonna have to see how that's gonna work.
Sean can make a fucking donkey look good. It don't matter who he got.
We gonna
back
have
there.
to see how it's gonna work.
Nah,
You know,
Sean been wanting Russ though.
Sean
Yeah, he
gonna
did.
run that
He been
ball
wanting Russ.
and have Russ
because of
throwing
his
the 5 yard
play
out.
calling style fits Russ's
Yeah.
play
And-
style.
And then
And
on
I
top
ain't
of that, now he got somebody who's
Slightly.
mobile.
Now the only thing Russ gonna have to learn how to do is the same thing Drew Brees had
What?
to learn how to do. This is what made Drew Brees successful.
What?
He got rid of the ball under 2
Quick.
seconds.
Russ gonna do that.
It does not matter what defense you are playing if I'm already throwing the ball in 2 seconds, under 2 seconds, and it's complete.
That's a Sean Payton
That's
offense.
a Sean Payton offense.
Like,
If Russ can say, "All right, I'm not gonna
I ain't
scramble.
gonna lie.
I gotta play like this."
Boy, if them boys go out there and have the same type of season or worse,
But they win.
boy, it's gonna be my dick hard, boy. Guess what? Everybody, Sean Payton dipped. He fake retired just to get away from us.
Yep.
You hear me?
This a true
and
New
everybody
Orleans Saints
acting like,
fan right here.
the Broncos about to automatically be good.
I think they're gonna win more than 5.
Boy, that's gonna excite
win.
me
Yeah,
if them
I
boys
see- I
be
see
under
Sean-
500.
Talent.
I see Sean trying to get like
Well-
three more people from
Well,
Saints
he want.
franchise.
Well, he want. He
Probably
want.
would.
Not
He want
Trey-
Taysom
Trey-
Hill.
Trade that motherfucker Michael Thomas right
Well,
now.
Well, he want Taysom Hill.
Trade him
He
to
want
him.
Taysom
He want
Hill.
Taysom Hill.
Send them picks. Send
That's
them
You ain't knew what to do with him when you was here.
No, well,
you had him,
Well, you gotta understand
y'all-
what he's thinking
y'all
about
sleep
now. You
on
got
Sean.
Taysom Hill and Russell Wilson.
bro. You had fucking Taysom Hill.
Sean did all he could do.
Whoever else was on the motherfucking Saints.
Hey,
You bro,
Sean
you
did
had
all he
Taysom
could
Hill in
do.
every position, bro. Taysom Hill was the motherfucking
Well,
defensive back,
yeah.
the wide receiver, your tight end,
Swiss
your
Army
quarterback,
Taysom.
your running back.
I don't
He was
get
play
too much
calling.
into the Saints, but the problem with the era was Drew Brees overstayed his welcome.
He
we
should have
didn't-
been
and
left.
we didn't
2
draft Patrick Mahomes.
He should have been left.
2 years. 2 years.
We tried though.
We
I
tried.
ain't gonna
If we
even
would have
say
got Patrick Mahomes, we kicking Brees
We
out
tried
of
to
that.
get Patrick Mahomes.
And
We didn't
Sean
trade
Payton
up high
overtired.
enough.
And we
We
passed
did
up
go
on,
for
Bro,
it.
they
we
should've
passed
listened.
up on Lamar Jackson and drafted
Ramsey.
Marcus Davenport.
All right, Davenport.
Yeah, we
Say,
drafted Marcus
That
Davenport.
Marcus Davenport.
And guess how many tackles he got that
Shout out Marcus
season?
Davenport.
0.
Five.
Fuck that
Oh, he
shit.
didn't play.
You should have went with the move.
Yeah.
They should have went with the move. They could have got anybody to fill in Marcus Davenport's spot, bro.
Yeah, Marcus Davenport was a bad
They
draft.
could
We
have got two
traded up
rookies
for
to fill
that
in his
too.
spot if they couldn't get one.
Passionate.
Two
We
first.
passionate about these Saints.
We
We
traded
gonna
up
move
for
on.
We're gonna
They
move
should have
on.
let Drew Brees ass go. I've been saying
No, we
that.
should have kicked him
Long-
out.
We gotta
long
move
story
on.
short.
'Cause
How you
we
gonna
gonna
kick
sit
him
here-
out?
We gonna go. We gonna go.
We gonna sit here and talk about these baghead motherfuckers forever.
what?
So let's move on. So let's get it. We gonna get slightly before we get slightly serious. Let's talk about y'all Super Bowl takeaways. Like I want to know what you think. Who you think absolutely is gonna win and why they're gonna win. Like you got to tell me why. I don't care who you pick. I think both of these teams it's literally a coin toss.
It's gonna be a field goal game.
I say the same
And I
thing.
think-
It's not gonna
I
be
think
no
the
throwing
Chiefs-
Go ahead,
game.
Luck.
It's gonna be
Go
a
ahead,
kicking
Luck.
game.
We're gonna go with Luck and we're gonna move
I'm
on
gonna
down.
go with the Chiefs, even though the Eagles are a more complete team. One thing I've learned about these Super Bowls, the Super Bowl is unlike any other game. It's unlike the regular season. It's unlike the postseason, like playoffs. The Super Bowl is going to ride on what quarterback is the most fearless in the moment when it comes, because it's going to come a moment. It's going to ride on, experience. It ride on experience a lot. Like Nick Foles, I feel like when the Eagles won, when Nick Foles won and they beat Brady and them, they just wanted it that bad. If you want something bad enough, sometimes you're going to get it.
Yeah.
That's why the experience didn't really play the factor in that. But to me, I don't know. It's hard to bet on Patrick Mahomes.
I'll say this.
Because even when the Eagles beat Brady, did you bet against Brady? I bet you didn't.
I'll say this.
So I'm going Chiefs.
Jalen Hurts has been playing in big games since college, national championship.
Since Alabama, yeah.
Every game at Bama is a big game.
Every game.
Because you got all the pressure. You can't lose.
It's a national
being
televised
Bama.
game when you play. Yeah.
But this is different.
But I saw
different
Patrick losing
13
before.
seconds.
I saw Patrick losing before. I saw how he fight.
13 seconds.
I see how he fight and lost. So I know when shit going wrong, how much he gonna fight still.
What's up, though, Q?
He gonna fight.
Why are they gonna win?
I'm going Chiefs.
Just because it don't matter. I think Eagles gonna throw their best punch. They gonna throw their best punch. I just don't. If they leave Mahomes with any amount of time on the end of the game, I think he just gonna find a way to win it at the buzzer. It's gonna be a teeter-tot game.
I honestly didn't think they would beat the Bengals.
Chiefs is gonna win it at the buzzer.
I ain't gonna flex.
I didn't think they would beat the Bengals.
I didn't think.
It's my turn? Or you
Go ahead. I'm gonna go last because I'm gonna
I
wrap
ain't
it
gonna
up.
flex. My mind telling me to say the Eagles, but I fuck with Patrick Mahomes. And I did say Jalen Hurts though. I ain't gonna say. I said he was should have been MVP or whatever. But dog, I ain't going against Chiefs.
Cause I know how much he gonna fight.
I won't say the Eagles.
So as good as Jalen Hurts is, y'all don't have the examples of him losing and fighting his way out of that shit, or him losing and going down swinging. He ain't never had to.
His team is making.
He ain't never had to, right?
college.
The Super Bowl is different. That's what I'm telling you.
But you saying the Super Bowl is different. But that don't mean the players is different. That don't mean the Chiefs gonna come out there and really dominate the fucking Eagles.
He was at Bama.
They happen, bro.
Man,
I feel you.
They're not gonna let it if they happen.
When he was at Bama and shit wasn't going right,
Running.
he got pulled and Tua finished the game. That's the biggest example of adversity I have for him.
Yeah.
When Pat was losing to them Bucks, man, Pat was throwing sideways,
On his
Yeah, he
knees.
was
trying to win that fucking game, and he lost it. But I seen how he handled the loss. I seen how he fight even with the loss. I feel like I'm about to lose, but fuck, I'm fighting. I seen that. I can't bet against a man like that.
Yeah.
Say, but what if they happen again?
It could.
I ain't gonna lie.
It could, but Jalen Hurts
might-
is not Tom Brady.
Look,
You're
if
right.
the Eagles win,
You're right.
if the Eagles win is because they got 6 niggas on their, excuse my language, they got 6 people on their D-line with 10 sacks. So they just,
That's what I'm saying.
they just on them. And they got the secondary to lock them up.
Go
So
hold it down for Hurts.
But-
you know what I'm saying? The manifest.
I just think through all that, I think they might be the most talented team.
The Eagles are the most talented team.
When it comes
For sure.
down to the come down, we gonna be watching
You know
the
what,
Super
though?
Bowl. We gonna see the
I'ma go with my
Chiefs
first
kicker.
mind.
Is it still?
I'm gonna go my
Harrison
first mind. I'm
Butker?
gonna say Eagles.
We're gonna see Harrison.
You gonna say
Butker
Eagles?
kicking
I'ma
the
say
ball
Eagles,
through the
Eagles, cause why?
I'm gonna say Eagles just because
Don't
that's
be a
what I was
flip-flopper,
saying.
man.
No, I'm not flip flopping. I'm gonna stand on what my mind said
10
first.
toes.
The Eagles.
Okay.
Reason
You
being,
say
like
Eagles too?
Like I
Who?
said,
So we got 2 Eagles.
Chiefs
and
at the
and then
buzzer,
Luck
bro.
got Chiefs.
No, ain't no 2 Eagles. You say Eagles?
Chiefs at the
I'm
buzzer.
going Chiefs, and I'm
Well,
gonna
you
tell
got
y'all
3
why
Chiefs.
right
So
now.
Oh, yeah,
one
that-
Eagle.
Close it down.
I'm going
Big Chuck.
Eagles.
So this is how the Chiefs. This is the only thing they could do to win the game because the Eagles completely outmatched them, like on both sides of the ball. They do, and if you think otherwise, just go look at the numbers. I looked at the shit last night. They just fucking outmatched them.
Yes.
They're a much talented team. Their defense gets after it at every level.
Every
Linebacker, cornerbacks, and then the fucking front line. We already know what's happening.
Don't say the off. Don't talk about the offense.
Now, with that being said,
Talk to me.
Go back and watch the Saints game, baby. Y'all knew I was coming back with it, nigga. We beat them at home.
Yeah.
And how did we beat them? We ran the fucking ball. We just kept the ball out of their hands. Yeah, they had gardening men's shoes. What's his name?
Yeah.
Men's gardening shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, men's garden shoes.
Yeah, they had him. You could say that. That's fine. But y'all was cheering for his ass last week when he won. Oh, yeah, he a baller.
Yeah,
but,
but
the Saints only won because we played with our backup too, bitch.
Yeah.
And this
We
is
ran
and
the-
another thing.
We ran the ball
I
well.
feel like
Chiefs run the
nobody on the Eagles offense,
They can.
not Dallas Goedert, not AJ Brown, not Devontae Smith, not Miles Sanders. None of them have been Super Bowl tested yet.
Facts.
Kelsey has been Super Bowl tested.
Mahomes have been Super Bowl
Mahomes
tested.
has been Super
Andy
Bowl
Reid.
tested. Andy fucking Reid. He know how to lose it and he know how to win it.
Eric
Same,
Bieniemy, they
same.
offensive coordinator, black
feel me?
offensive
But
coordinator.
with,
by the way,
but with all that being said, though,
listen to me,
that
boy.
don't stop the hunger from the fucking Eagles.
hear
It
you.
don't.
I hear you.
You don't
It
think,
don't,
But this
Chiefs
is
gonna-
how Kansas City win the game. Isaiah
Field goal.
Pacheco has been getting since like week 9. He been getting like 16 touches a game. He been rushing for about like 70 to 80 yards. That's got to go to about 90 to 100. He got to rush for 100. He got to pick up every third down, every one of them. He got to complete every. He's got to play his perfect game. He got to show why he had the fastest fucking 40 in the combine out of all the running backs, but they picked him last. Right? He got to show him why this game. Because that's how you keep the ball
But see-
out their
but see,
hands.
this the
It's
thing.
time of possession. The less time they got the ball, the less time they have to hurt
I
you.
feel you,
But-
but I feel like they win when Patrick get rolling to the point to where you feel like that motherfucker throwing it to everybody.
And guess when he could do that? When I could just get that bitch to this nigga and he gonna pick up a first
Facts.
down for me? Let's reset it.
Facts.
Let's start all over again.
Facts. But once it get to that point, oh shit, Patrick throwing to Juju.
I-
Patrick throwing to Scantling. Pat throwing to fucking Kelsey.
It's third and short.
Once he get the
but
throwing
he
up
gotta
to
be able to
everybody,
get this to Pacheco.
you can't game plan
Check
for
this out.
people you
He
ain't
gotta
ready
be
for.
able to hit McKinnon on
Check
these
this
little
out.
flat routes to pick
Yeah,
up
he
He
3
will,
yards.
bro. He gonna do it from his fucking knees going down.
This
bro.
my thing. This
That's
my
what
thing.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
How you gonna game plan Valdez Scantling?
You have
You can game plan AJ
Kadarius
Brown.
Toney.
AJ Brown been AJ Brown all year.
Kadarius Toney.
feel
Kadarius Toney
me?
came from the Giants. Everybody
can't
wrote my
game
dog
plan them
off.
type of dudes.
My
I
nigga
ain't
came
gonna
and
lie.
started scoring touchdowns. Like they wrote Kadarius Toney off. The Giants gave him away for a washing machine.
You double Kelsey. You double
Turn
Kelsey.
around, Pooh.
They gave him away for a washing machine.
Right.
He went out there and started scoring touchdowns. Like, oh no, I'm
ain't
out here
lie.
with Patrick Mahomes.
This guy's unbelievable.
Like,
he's unbelievable.
Mahomes is the key.
He
the
runs in
key.
a circle and just finds somebody.
Real
Third and
talk.
7 every time.
And throw like 60
And 9
yards.
times out
But
of
you
10,
have to realize this.
it's going to
Andy
be
Reid-
Kelsey. We know this on third and
Andy
7.
Reid, former
Kelsey.
Eagle coach. He's coached running quarterbacks.
His whole career. His whole career.
You don't think he got
Let's be
no
real.
type
Coach
of
Brett-
game plan
Coach
for
Brett
Jalen
Favre,
Hurts
too.
for real?
Coach Brett Favre too.
What's up?
You don't think he got no type of game plan for Jalen Hurts?
And I
Andy
don't-
Reid?
And I don't think
Big
Hurts,
Red? Big
Hurts-
Red ain't got no plan?
I don't
scheme.
think Hurts
Shit.
is dangerous from the pocket if you neutralize the run game.
Shit.
They got to play a good
I'm still
contain.
standing with the
The
Eagles.
Chiefs
I
got to
love
play a good contain
10
on
toes.
defense. You can't
10
get
toes.
overzealous. You can't rush in there and let him shoot out the pocket. You got to contain pocket, make him beat you with his arm. Your DBs, they got to man up today. Like I said, KC got to play a perfect game to beat them. But if they want to win on offense, it's time of possession. Just keep the fucking ball out their hands. If you can run the ball and have long 7-minute drives, you good. You
But-
can win the game.
but-
Like he said, then the kicker could come out. Y'all can kick that bitch, red confetti, let's go home.
I hate to say it like this, but if the Chiefs could beat the Bengals, they could beat the Eagles.
They can. I told you I thought the Bengals was the perfect team.
I thought the
they had-
Bengals was it.
I thought the
was-
Bengals had the least amount of
Man.
flaws.
You got Eli
Yeah.
Apple running around.
I didn't think they was the
Man.
greatest, but I thought they had the least amount of
You
flaws.
can curse on your
They
podcast.
still got the
Yeah,
O-line.
you could curse on my podcast. I didn't
Man,
say shit,
fuck
bitch.
Eli Apple.
Yeah, fuck him. Straight up.
What your mama like.
You are not allowed in New Orleans, nigga. Like straight up.
I
Like,
think the
don't even
Bengals
come
got
here.
a tough offense for sure, but defensively, I
Nah, they
think
was
the
good
Eagles
tacklers,
top 'em
man.
off.
They was good, bro. If
I
you,
think Eagles top them off defense.
they do. I
Yeah,
give you
Eagles
that.
got a better defense, but Bengals got a better offense.
So we going. We got Eagles. We got two.
Slightly,
Eagles.
slightly.
We got two Chiefs in here. So
Nah, it was 3 Chiefs, huh?
no. I mean two Chiefs. Me and Lucci
You
got
said
Chiefs.
Chiefs in
Nah,
the
Q
last
said
Y'all
second.
Eagles. I'm Chiefs.
You said Chiefs in the last
Chiefs.
second.
I won you over. See
You
what
didn't
happened
win
when
me
you come
over.
on
Oh,
my
he been
podcast?
said it.
You didn't win me over.
See, he was Eagles earlier. I heard that. Oh, is
No, he
it the
said
cup?
It's the cup.
All right.
He said
I've been
Chiefs.
saying Chiefs all day. right on the
Alright.
buzzer. Right after Rihanna sang Umbrella.
Close
Alright,
Close game, Chiefs all day. Only way the Eagles win if
they
they win by
smush
10 or
'em.
more.
They get on
You
them.
gotta win by
they
10 or
got
more.
Jalen
Look,
Hurts.
even if they
Hey,
jump out
hey,
on
I
them,
can't see
I
my
still
team.
got
Still
faith.
They
got
might
him.
win.
It's
Listen,
Patrick Mahomes.
Listen, I'm gonna go with the Eagles, but they might win by a fucking field goal.
They ain't beating Pat by no field goal.
Shit.
You
You
gotta
ain't
get 'em.
beating Pat.
Shit.
You might not.
What?
He not gonna give you the chance to
He's
get
not
that
gonna give you
field
the
goal
chance,
at all.
dog.
Bro.
He's
This,
just gonna run the clock out.
this is Patty Mahomes. He's gonna
Yeah.
put up a touchdown.
Said dog, he throw touchdown passes like that.
He's gonna put up another touchdown.
man
You see what happened to the Bengals?
That bitch do that.
You see what happened to the Bengals? They left it 2 up the chance.
Talk.
Yeah.
He
Facts.
took over.
I seen this
In
man.
boxing, let me ask you something. In boxing, right?
What's up?
The contender, when he fighting the champion, when he fighting the world champion, it can't be a close fight. Close fight, go to the champion.
Right.
You have to win.
You gotta win.
Undoubtedly win. That's what the Eagles got to do.
Absolutely.
The Eagles don't undoubtedly win this game. They won't win it at all.
And y'all don't think they could undoubtedly win?
I think they are capable. Of course,
Yeah,
they're
see, they're in the
capable.
Super Bowl.
I don't know their stats. I don't know their stats.
They're
But
in
how
the-
much they average in the game?
The Eagles?
Yeah.
They plus
30
24.
plus.
Yeah, they like plus
30,
28.
right there somewhere.
Exactly. How much?
They
Kansas
scoring-
City,
they
About 27, 30.
Man,
Yeah,
Kansas
so they
City,
also plus
Kansas
24.
City is about to score 35.
They both. These are both.
They're about to
plus,
score 35
both
or
of
more.
these teams are
I
plus.
can't.
It's
flex.
going
Hey,
down.
Hey, I can't flex though.
You got
I
speed
seen
all
both-
over, too,
I
like,
seen both teams in the Super Bowl before.
Well, this the
it
best
is a different
Super
team
None of that
structure.
got nothing to do
It's a
with
different
nothing.
team structure now.
Yeah.
But like you say, as far as you know, what I'm saying Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Big
I did see him.
'Cause-
Hold on.
It
How's the
seems
ankle?
like-
How's the ankle? We talking all this shit. How's the ankle, Trev?
The ankle is a week rested.
It's a week rested. That's what I
It's
thought
a
too.
week rested.
And I seen him walking out the press conference.
He all
He
right.
look alright to me.
He's
Yeah.
not-
If
But
he
look,
beat the
look,
Bengals
that's
off-
another testament to his greatness. It was 3rd and what? On a bum ankle. What he
On a
did?
bum ankle.
He fucking went got that
He
shit.
ran it.
He said, "I'll worry about this shit later.
ran
I'm
it.
Patty Mahomes.
Say,
I'm
bro,
building my legacy."
If you have never
and I'm
had
not
a
letting this shit
sprained
go.
ankle, you are not about to run no yards.
Bro, ran
on
that.
no sprint. Zero. You're gonna run negative yards on a
Right.
sprained
Real
ankle.
talk.
Take
He
you out.
ran against a grown man and took that shit.
And everybody want to blame the Bengals player for
No,
pushing him out of
I
bounds.
don't even blame
If
him.
that don't happen, he's gonna keep picking
Yeah,
up first
he's gonna
down.
keep running. I gotta push this motherfucker out of bounds.
over
Like,
with.
I don't
You-
even blame him
you
for
gave
doing
him the
that
ball
shit.
If
back.
he
Don't
wouldn't have
do
did
that.
it, and he could have done it, they was gonna crucify him.
You know,
Why you ain't?
you damned if you do it.
Damn,
damned
do
if
that
you
if you
don't.
don't.
They already had got the ball on the 50 already.
This shit was funny though when he walked in the locker room though. They was screaming at the
It
ball.
was
This nigga screaming at that ball. Why you did that?
I'm gonna press one of these buttons so bad.
You should have did that.
Why you did that?
Press one. Trev.
But see, I feel like they cursed by Eli Apple. You hear me? Because
He's not gonna hear it. It's gonna be in the pod.
long as Eli Apple is being Eli Apple, I'm gonna always hate the Bengals because of
Yeah.
him. And I
Yeah.
love Burrow.
That's a weakness.
I love Burrow. I love Chase.
You're only
But-
as good as the company you keep.
Yeah.
Eli Apple disrespected us.
Yeah, he disrespected our
So
whole
I
city.
could never be
And our
upset
culture.
at a Bengals loss.
And
Every
our
time
culture.
y'all lose, I'm gonna be like, well, fuck y'all still got Eli Apple.
And I like Jamal.
Send him to the free agency.
I like Jamal and Joe.
Everybody down here, we gonna root for the Bengals. Y'all our secondary.
Yeah.
Y'all our
Oh
secondary.
yeah,
after
we
the
always
Saints.
gonna have.
We always go home.
We always
go
gonna have
home
love
first.
for Joey B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we fuck with Joe Burrow and
Forever.
Jamal Chase. We just don't like that old scumbag ass nigga, Eli. I'm not saying that boy name on my podcast. Look,
The forbidden
Burnt
apple.
toast.
burnt
The
toast.
forbidden apple.
See your ass in Cancun. That's what he said. He tweeted some stupid shit. He stay embarrassing himself.
The burnt
on Twitter. Just
toast.
shut up until you get the ring, dog. Like, stop doing that to yourself. So, I got 3 questions we gonna ask. I don't want to get too deep. I don't want to get too serious. But these is 3 questions I know all us on here gonna feel this. These questions that people been asking literally for years in the NFL. Now we all know that the NFL is predominantly black. 80%, all different types. You dudes from Africa now starting to play in the league. We got people from all type of black people are coming to this league now.
Yeah.
Right. What is the issue with black coaches? Like, what is the reason that we don't have enough of these black coaches? Like Mike Tomlin has been able to hold down the job, and have a winning season successfully for 15 seasons now, right? Like, I think he set the fucking example that I think black coaches know what they doing. Brian Flores went underneath him this past season after blowing the whistle on the Dolphins, right? So he loses his head coaching job last year. He coaches underneath Mike Tomlin, another black coach. They have a successful season on defense. Now he has a interview with Arizona right now. I hope Brian Flores.
Oh, they fired the boy?
He done.
Damn, thank
Man, his season was horrible.
Yeah,
I see why he got fired.
They fired him and the
His
GM.
season was horrible. Their talent compared to their wins did not add up.
Yeah, him and the GM got fired. So
I don't
Brian
think they
Flores
got
just
much
interviewed
talent.
for that job, I think, on Thursday.
Yeah,
They
what's
got
up?
talent.
Right? Shit that
They
I
got
don't like
talent,
is
bro.
you got the Panthers
We'll talk
coach
about it.
who stepped in and was an interim coach for the Panthers and turned their season around. These dudes actually had a shot to get into the wild card. This man was not considered for the job. They went with Frank Reich,
Who is that?
another white man. That's
Who
all
coach
that
for?
matters.
Oh.
He went with another white man.
That should answer your question then.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't like to really make things about race, but at this point you really got to start looking at, like, all right, why don't we have enough black coaches? Because it just doesn't make sense. It don't equate. We can't have black men leading these other black men. Does it have to be another white man ahead in this job? Eric Bieniemy is a great offensive coordinator, but
Never get hired.
But he never gets hired.
I heard he an asshole.
He is an asshole.
It's
He is
it's
definitely
not
an
about
asshole.
And that might be your answer right there.
He's
They
a-
don't want to deal with assholes.
The thing about him being an asshole is he's a straight shooter. He's about as asshole as a man could be without being disrespectful.
Let's not even
like
talk
he don't
about
tolerate
that.
bullshit.
The asshole shit, that's bullshit because what's that old Viking coach, the old guy? I can't think of his name. He very, very hard
Mustache?
nosed. No, not the one with the mustache, the one after him, the one who coached AP now.
Childress and I don't remember after
The
either.
older white
Put
guy.
it up, Q. Is it Martz?
Pull him up.
Is it Mike Martz? Yeah, white.
Type
hair.
in like 2012 or something like that.
Keep talking.
It's just I don't understand why we don't have an abundance of it. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going back to Mike Tomlin. He set the perfect example. He took over a team after Bill Cowher, a successful coach who had already won
Not
championships.
Leslie.
He coached under this man,
Not
and this
him.
man said,
Is
"Hey,
he?
Oh my God.
I recommend him."
I'm trying to think about this fucking coach there. You got to bang it up.
Buccaneers coach. What's Buccaneers
Mike
coach?
Mike Zimmer. Mike
Asshole.
Zimmer. Asshole.
Asshole. Mike Zimmer,
Asshole.
But it,
Tom Coughlin for the Giants. Fucking asshole.
So it's like, but see, my theory is you gotta
Tom
be,
Coughlin was winning
you gotta,
Super
you gotta
Bowl.
be
He was.
part of the
Don't be no
club.
asshole not winning.
If you not part of the club,
But bro ain't get a chance yet. You
it's
right.
just like a regular job.
Right.
Think about your regular job. How many times, we men, like we done been on a few jobs before. How many times you done been perfectly qualified or knew somebody else who was perfectly qualified to have a position and they just don't give it to them?
Be like them.
It happens.
And it's not even, and this is not even a color-based thing I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I'm going to give it to my boy. And I know you know more than my boy, but see, this new position hold more money. I want my boy to get this money. And it's all, in the NFL, it's a big boys club. It's a boys club. And if all the owners are white, who the fuck, what color you think the coach is going
And
to
to
be?
prove your point, they did that. Indianapolis did that with Jeff Saturday. You know, Jim Irsay, their owner, was friends with Jeff Saturday. They were actually buddies after, Jeff Saturday was the center underneath Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
That was his center. That's who he won the Super Bowl with, right? Irsay owned the team. he still, talk to Irsay. Like, this is his homeboy. So what he did was, instead of giving it to somebody that's on staff, like I told y'all earlier, Reggie Wayne is the wide receiver coach. Reggie Wayne was on the Indianapolis. We remember him on that for years. He went to Eric. Shout out. You heard me? West Bank.
Patriots.
He one of us. Like, we wanted to see Reggie get that coaching job, but that didn't happen. They gave it to Jeff Saturday, a man that
And he bombed.
never coached college, only coached 2 years of high school, never coached college, and never coached in the NFL. So,
Bombed.
you know what I'm saying? So you give him
It
the
wasn't
job.
even a locker room leader when he was in the NFL. That was all Pete. So why the fuck y'all think that came from for him to just
And
be
I'm
a
not
coach?
saying Jeff Saturday don't deserve to be an offensive line coach or
Yeah,
something like
offensive
that.
line coach, not a head coach. What
You
the
got to
fuck?
come back with some receipts and show me why you deserve this job. You can't just hand down a job. Like you said, it's a boys club.
The
It's
fuck
like
is
you
the
almost
room,
got to
bro?
be in this club. We got to be cool together. Me and Hollywood cool, right?
If we talking experience, Dion was way more deserving of a head coach job over Jeff Saturday.
Let's be real.
What he at now?
Getting that bread in Colorado,
Exactly.
probably smoking a big ass Cuban cigar.
And
somebody's
Dion
house.
and Dion always been a leader.
Been a leader, vocal
Been
leader.
a vocal leader. Leader on the field, leader off the field. Dion
Just
been that.
did it. He was a hard worker. He put the work in and showed you could be great.
Lead by example.
Lead by example.
All of it.
Say, bro, Ray
All of
Lewis,
it.
when Ray Lewis asked you to come play football with him, that's when I think that you are a caliber player that is above the rest.
Yes.
Like, if Ray asks you to come play football with him, I think that you are a player that's a caliber above the rest of the players. He sees something in you. 'Cause I
That
hold
was
Ray
Dion
Lewis at,
last
like,
stop, right? Dion
NFL
last stop was the
GOAT.
Ravens, right?
Was the Ravens. Rod Woodson last stop was the Ravens. Steve Smith Sr. last stop was the Ravens. He played with
They
T.
got a lot of
Suggs.
washed up players.
Yeah, a lot of other washed up players, but he was calling these dudes to come
Yeah,
play
come
with him,
play up.
and he got his last.
I gotta
one,
play with you
know?
at least one time.
I gotta play with you.
Yeah.
But if Ray wanted to play with you, dog, like that let me
Thank-
know that you were serious about your job. You was out here for the family. You was out here for your team.
Yeah,
think
Ray
it's
Ray
real
probably
messed up. Think
top 3, probably not 3 or 2, but top 3 defensive leaders of all time.
That been real.
Vocally, lead by example. See, Ray was spiritual.
I thought he was dark skinned. That nigga light. Ray knocked the color off that
Ray
boy.
was real
was
spiritual
not.
with it. It wasn't just a football thing. It's like he
Yeah.
was tapping into another
He made
realm
you
with
reach
it.
into you.
Brian Dawkins was another one of
Yeah,
them.
Brian
It
Dawkins.
was
Brian
it was
Dawkins.
it became spiritual at one point.
I mean,
So,
and
no,
like,
like Brian Dawkins really is saying I'm about to knock the soul out. Like, I'm
Well,
not
I'm
even,
saying.
he
we're
gonna
gonna
do
have
it.
to like
Well, I'm
resurrect him
saying.
after this. Like,
The
we gonna
boy, the
pray
boy
for
see
him.
something coming about your body, then you let out.
he done.
Y'all seen that
He done.
Tequila Spikes? Y'all gotta look that shit.
Speaking of
Tequila
that,
Spikes
I can't wait.
on Brian Dawkins.
I can't wait to see. Ray will be a great head coach. Who wouldn't want to go lay it all out on the line for Ray?
Coaching is more than motivating. though.
It's more than motivating. You got to know the rules.
Oh, he know the game. You know Ray know
on,
the
man.
game.
What? But see,
He was
Lucci, that's what I'm
feeling
saying.
the
Ray
game,
was
about-
the pick.
kind of dirty.
Ray was Peyton Manning on defense.
But that's what I'm saying about having
Hey,
receipts.
I don't think Pete Manning would be a good.
Ray was reading that shit.
That's what I'm saying
You
about
dig?
having receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Manning will be a great offensive coordinator. He got to work his way into being a head coach and managing.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
team.
how
Right,
the fuck
Ray
Jeff
would have
Saturday
to-
before all these other leaders
would
that
have
we
to do
grew
the
up
same
watching.
thing. Ray might have to start at
They making-
linebackers. He might have
making
to,
that ESPN money.
you know,
he ain't worrying
until
about
he
coaching
build
nobody.
his way into saying, all right, I could be a defensive coordinator and draw up a defensive playbook and
Right.
scheme to be the team.
Right.
Because you got to come together with your staff of
You know-
coaches. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about Brian Daboll real quick. Brian Daboll won Coach of the Year for the Giants. This is why he won. I ain't tell y'all this story earlier because I wanted to tell it on the podcast. He had his staff, right? So I start by myself. I'm Brian Daboll, right? I'm Trav. I'm starting the football team. My first coach is Holly, right? I'm like, all right, Holly, I'm gonna be the defensive coordinator, but you're gonna handle my offense. But we gonna hire the rest of the staff together, right? Each person they brought in, it came to a vote. They voted. Whether he got majority or not, you might like him. Everybody didn't like him. Well, he don't make it.
Yeah.
So what that does is, when you get down to your last coach, the last dude you picked, right? You know who he gonna remember? I had something to do with every one of y'all getting hired. I'm gonna make sure y'all successful because it's on me. I voted for you. I voted for you. I voted for you.
I think the Giants was
I
shit.
gotta make you successful. Now look at the Giants team this year and tell me they just didn't look like a happier fucking team.
Yeah.
They just looked
they
like
had a
They
they,
look
spark.
like they really wanted to
They had a
play.
spark.
looked like they was having fucking
It
fun.
wasn't that they was winning. They was fighting for the wins.
They was
fought
fighting for the
it.
win,
They really
dog,
fought,
like-
tooth and nail.
I ain't gonna lie. I looked at a lot of Giants games over the Daniel Jones era. A lot of their games be close and they lose it at the end.
Yeah.
A
But
lot of them.
they fought a little
They
harder.
was
this
winning
year.
them bitches this game, but it's the same.
If you
sad
was a
ass
Giants
team,
fan
if you
this
ask me.
year, you was fucking proud to wear your Giants jersey and your hats and your shirts this
I
year,
think
your
they like
hoodies.
the same
You was
sad
proud.
ass
I was
team.
proud for y'all.
I work with a Giants fan. He was coming
I'm
in
not
talking
even a
shit.
Giants
Yeah.
fan, but I was proud for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the type of shit. That's how you should. This how these coaches should be
Then
doing.
the
This
NFC
shit.
was fucking shit.
That's an
another
example.
thing.
Oh, the NFC was terrible.
NFC was
NFC
terrible.
was
this
terrible,
year.
Q. NFC was terrible. We was the worst.
NFC wasn't terrible.
Terrible.
Oh, we was bad. Look,
It was shifty. It was really shifty
Terrible.
because it's like teams was having their moments. Like for 4 weeks, you
They
would
was
think
suck.
this team was the best in the NFC.
That
in
sound
4
like-
weeks, you
that
think it's
sound
another
like
team.
streaky to me,
In
Q.
4 weeks,
Look,
look.
NFC
For
suck.
about 4 weeks, the Vikings was it. For about 4
We
weeks,
know
the
that's the
Cowboys
same
was
Vikings
it.
team that we know can't do nothing.
They do it every
Same thing
year.
with the Cowboys.
The same shit.
But
Yeah,
for
we know
4
that.
weeks, they was the shit. For 4 weeks, you thought they could have won a Super Bowl.
Somebody gotta look good, but if you really look at
Everybody was having
That's
like
every
I
year.
3-4 week runs.
I look at it like this.
For 4 weeks, you thought it was San Fran.
NFC South, San Fran, I think they'll be in a good team lane. But NFC South, you had 3 teams
NFC
juggling
South was
quarterbacks
horrible.
and Brady. The NFC, Dak suck. You got Hurts, he good. You got fucking Heineken looking good. You got Daniel Jones looking good. They suck. Don't get me started on Geno fucking looking great. He looked like one of the best quarterbacks
Bruh.
in the conference because they
People-
don't got nobody.
Bruh, he looked amazing.
He suck.
Yeah, did y'all see
Purdy
it?
looking good. Like,
Bruh.
NFC ain't got
Purdy.
no quarterback.
I told y'all Purdy average. Why he had that little 8-9 game stint? He
I ain't
averaged 2
gonna lie.
touchdowns a game.
NFC quarterbacks.
AFC South and NFC South looked horrible this year.
Yeah.
The South looked the shit.
So who? That's who you think was like they was the worst?
Yeah, that was the worst of each. That
NFC
was the worst
South.
of each.
NFC South.
NFC South was the worst.
They
The
was the
AFC
worst.
South was the worst. AFC South, Tennessee,
Tannehill shit.
Yeah, they was bad. They was
Tannehill
bad.
shit.
But I tell you,
Jaguars, they tried their best, but yeah.
It was
Texas,
They could have been so much
shits.
better. Look. Speaking of black coaching on Texas, I wanted to say this. They did Lovie Smith fucking horrible.
They did.
They gave him a bad
They set
fucking
him
play.
up.
Tell a story.
They set
And then
him
What
up.
fired
happened?
the man.
What
They
happened,
traded
Q?
the man quarterback, set him out, or did whatever they did. Took all the talent, traded it all away, and said, "Go coach the team." And he fell on his face. Like, what the fuck you expect the man to do?
Right.
dog, he got fired for winning the game.
Oh yeah. He took him out the.
He won the
number one pick.
game. That means that Houston didn't get the first pick. It went to the Bears.
They fired
Bears
him,
get
man.
first pick. Houston get second pick.
That's why they need to go. They
Got
need to do it
fired
like the NBA.
for losing. Now you know how they saved face. They hired D'Amico Ryans.
I think it's a great pickup.
I thought that was amazing. I thought you hired a young coach.
Mm-hmm.
You shaking up the locker room and you putting a new face on your franchise. I think this is what you were supposed
It's
to
like
do.
the Jeff Saturday hire with somebody that actually coached.
that actually
They showed
knows
they
how
could
to
do it.
coach. This made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hiring D'Amico Ryans was a step in the right a step in the right please somebody else say it. I can't.
Direction.
Step in the right
Direction. Yes.
Real talk.
God damn, that's staying in too. That's staying in.
Skirt.
All right, so we talking about black coaches, and this I'm gonna get worse. This way it even get darker. All right, so we named what? We got Brian Flores at one point. You know, he was a head coach. Mike Tomlin has been a head coach for a while. Somebody give me my boy Buccaneer for the Buccaneers? What's his name?
Oh, he got fired, huh? Bowles?
Bowles. He fired.
Ty
He should
Bowles.
be if he not. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't
Ty
know.
Bowles always been so-so though. He was so-so
for
with the
right now,
Jets.
he's still there. He's still
He
there.
need to be fired. Not because he black, because he sucked.
Hey, we ain't
Not
standing
gonna be
behind Ty Bowles on the race shit because he always been so-so. But Ty Bowles,
He always
So
got
we
that
got three.
dumbass look on his
So that's 3, right? That's
Cowboys.
3. That's just 3.
I think they got 3.
That's 3 black head coaches. How
Out
many
of
black?
32
Somebody
teams.
name a black GM.
Can't
none.
name- I really
We don't
can't
have
name
none.
many big GMs. Like
We don't have none.
John
And I don't think there's ever been one.
Mickey Joseph.
I could be wrong, And if I'm wrong, go in the comments and tell me I'm wrong. But I don't think there's ever been a black GM in the NFL, and you cannot fucking tell me why. Because all that job is, a general manager, is to get the coaching staff, the head coaching staff, not every fucking coach, but the head coaching staff, get them together and build a team to win a game.
I was about to say,
One game at a time. Not to, oh, we going to win a championship quick. No, we going to win one game at a time. Why don't we have a black man ahead of that if we have 80% black league?
the Ravens never had one.
We got 2 black quarterbacks, huh?
Titans.
I don't know why I was thinking about the Ravens.
They got a black GM.
I think they just hired him in January or something.
Thank you, Titans.
Thank you, Titans. Appreciate you, Tennessee. We like your barbecue and your general manager.
First black GM.
Let's go, Titans. Thank you. Lead by example.
Ran.
Let's see another black GM. And what I'm saying
Now
is,
let's
like,
let's watch and see if they throwing him under the bus just to say, all right, we gave y'all one. He fucked up.
But look, this the bullshit though. Look, this the bullshit to me. All right, like look at Atlanta. That's like Atlanta is like our black city, right?
Yeah,
We say that's our black capital, right?
yeah.
All black business go on in Atlanta, and they proud of it, and we proud of it. Why don't they have a black head coach? Why don't they have a black GM for that team?
Because Atlanta got everything but the football team and baseball team.
And I don't even like the fucking
basketball
Falcons.
team.
We can't stand y'all, but it don't make sense. The shit
What the
don't
dude
make
name is
sense.
Art something.
Yeah, he own Home Depot.
But yeah. He shouldn't own the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta
Oh,
is the blackest city in America.
Yeah.
So
Out the
what?
blank.
You can say what he shouldn't own.
Atlanta-
What you got, Q?
They not see the thing
Yeah,
here about it is
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
just
even
reading.
about money. Money doesn't just
Get
get
it.
you a team in the NFL. You have to go see the board and all this other shit.
Yeah.
You gotta jump through a few hula hoops. The boys gotta say, okay, we you can be a part of
You
us.
can be a ball. You can be one of the boys.
Just like he was saying about the coaches, you got
How many entertainers you done heard trying to buy a team and the next thing you know their name just fade away, they wasn't picked? Why you think that is? It ain't because of money.
You ain't get accepted.
They don't want to sit at the table with him.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
ain't
want
get
them to sit
accepted.
at the table.
That's horrible, bro. That's
You know
horrible.
how many times a team was up for sale and entertainers would get together with each other
Nah, they still trying to
And
do
they-
it now.
and they somehow can't never get it?
Right. $500 billion. Can't buy this team?
Can't never get it. They always get outbid some type of way. The bid ain't gonna never stop till your ass lose.
I don't know, bro. They got.
You got some? Come on,
Yeah,
Q.
a
Give
lot
him
of
some.
little
Hey, if
black-
I'm wrong, I'm wrong, Q. I just
I
don't know.
know.
I gotta see some black GMs, dog. Let me know.
Um,
I love to say that I'm
Fact
wrong. but
check,
we got
fact
some.
check.
president of Las Vegas, is a black woman, I think.
Black woman GM.
These kind of like
That's why Vegas trash.
It's recent.
Right there.
general manager,
Never know she might
Minnesota
do about
Vikings.
football.
The Vikings. All right, come on, Vikings. Yeah, let's go. Prove
Ryan
me
Poles
wrong.
of the Bears.
Oh
Alright.
shit.
Andrew Berry of the Browns. Matthew Martin Mayhew of the
Let's go.
Commanders. Chris Goddard and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't know, Trev. We
I'm-
look like we represented.
Let's
out
go.
here.
All right. So we got black GMs.
Ozzie Newsome.
I like that. I like that. We got black GMs. I'm wrong. We got black GMs. But what's the problem with the coaches then?
Comments. Drop comments.
Just gotta.
What's the problem with
Like, subscribe,
if
and
we-
comment.
if
I
we
think-
got the
I
coaches,
think
if
it's
we
gonna
got
catch up.
if we got the GMs, we should have the coaches.
'Cause look,
we
check
should
this out.
we should have more black men on that field leading other black men, bro.
At
Like,
one time, we ain't had no black quarterbacks, and
now
now
we got 2 in the Super Bowl.
Now we got 2 in the Super Bowl. Check us out.
And guess what?
And this,
I feel like the majority of whoever playing the sport should be the majority coaching the sport.
And making the
Should
money.
be the majority owning the teams.
I can't say that.
I could-
I feel like the best candidate should win,
Look,
regardless of the color,
Yeah, the best candidate should win.
regardless of the color.
But why the best candidates ain't winning on every level? The best candidates only winning on the field. The best candidates not winning the coaching jobs.
That's what
Right.
I mean with the coaching jobs or with the board. Period.
well,
Regardless of what fucking color,
it's true.
the
I see what he's
best
saying.
the best person should
I see
coach,
what he's saying. Equality-
assist,
equality
be
across
a
the
general
board.
or whatever.
Period.
The best for whatever color. And I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
they might do
equality across the
do
board.
have some, you know what I'm saying, some
Facts.
best skin
Right.
people who really qualify to coach some motherfucking team.
So what
or be a
he's
GM.
but
But
Hollywood,
you might catch a whole lot of us really qualified to be overqualified for the shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? People who
All
actually
I'm saying
get
is
in that
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. If you live in a certain neighborhood, you go to a certain school.
Right.
You go to a certain school, you're going to go to a certain school with certain people. When you go to a certain school with certain people, you getting coached by certain people.
You're gonna have certain connections.
So, how if let's take EP for example. This is basketball, but this is my example. Coach Collins helped make Elfrid Payton who he is. Why wouldn't somebody like that be the best coach for him?
Because,
Why wouldn't he be?
Because maybe he was good for Elfrid Payton, but he wasn't good for LeBron James.
He wasn't good for me.
He wasn't good for you?
He wasn't
Man, I
good for
don't
me.
think Collins was a good
Collins.
You know what I'm saying?
You wasn't good for me, cuz.
Like
Straight up.
I think Collins is a good coach. I think his
He's a good coach.
His
he
tactics.
just he
Yeah.
got quirks. He got
Yeah.
quirks. And we talking about our high school coach. He got quirks, but he is a good coach. He know the game. You don't get to the fucking state championship on a whim, regardless if it was during Katrina or not.
Man, if you got enough talent,
You got talent,
people in high
yeah,
school,
of
you
course.
could get it
Yeah.
done.
But
Just say
we
go
talking
take
about the
over.
whole state.
nah, you
Q.
got you can't take it away from him. He gave that team structure.
But he got to the whole
Regardless of the
state.
fact he gave
He had to
everybody
coach a bunch of
structure.
new
Get that ball
boys.
to him, man. Get that ball to him.
He could see the
Get that
shit.
bitch to Alpha.
He
Get
called the
that
plays.
bitch to
He see the
OC.
shit.
I don't
All
want to
right.
get too much into that.
All right, this is the last question. We're gonna wrap up after this one. This is a player question. This don't got nothing to do with coaches, and I think we gonna all agree
Tell
on
y'all
this.
about Collins when we get off this camera.
Don't kill my
What's up?
podcast with Coach Collins. Have him looking for me.
Boy, come.
Shout out to Coach Cheese, man. Cheese Ball, man. He the coach of John Everett right now. Cheese, man.
He got them looking good.
Coach Cheese,
No,
man.
I heard
I
every
Collins.
basketball team cutting
I
up right
think
now.
Collins at Thomas Jefferson or some shit like
Man,
that.
Coach Cheese
Well.
when I was on the team riding the bus not getting no play time, Cheese was on that bitch handling business, doing his thing. Now he coaching the squad. Shout out to Cheese, man. Cheese from Marrero, and now he coaching that area. That's
Yeah.
how you give back right there.
Cheese got fucking got Eric looking like something.
Oh man, they looking good. I see them. They be popping up on my algorithm. I don't even follow Eric basketball, but somehow like they highlights pop up on my shit.
Man,
I see it.
Hey, I heard about him a few times, and I went check. Yeah.
Shout out to Cheese, man. Last question, y'all. We gonna wrap up. This is it. I know we've been holding y'all down, but after this, the players are gonna go into the bargain agreement. Y'all know that, right? Like we could
NFL?
potentially, we could
It's a
potentially
potential
have a
lockout.
lockout. Like after this
They
season,
need to.
and I think we need to have a lockout. I hope we
Fix them
don't have
fucking rookie
to.
deals.
I hope we don't have to.
Need
But
to
these
fix the
rookies
rookie
need to start getting paid
Okay.
more money.
The rookie deals
coming
could
in.
cater to the owner,
Right.
not the person putting his life on the line.
This kid could get hurt game one. We seen what
Juicing.
happened to DeMar Hamlin, bro.
You juicing
God
for
forbid,
5
like that
years.
never happened.
That's
to nobody.
crazy. You're trying to protect yourself from losing money, but this person is injured. You worry about them not being able to play and make money for you, but their life done changed doing something
a-
for you.
It's a catch-22 with the rookie deals.
It is.
I feel like
You
they
got
need to
the-
meet closer to the middle because right
You
now
got-
it's
right.
leaning on the GM
You got the Jamarcus Russells that got $60
and
million
the owners.
guaranteed out the
gotta
gate
see
and
nothing.
did nothing.
Yeah.
And
that's
then you
it.
got these
That's the
rookies like
argument.
Kamara getting paid $300K.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
To touch
you need
that
to go in the
bitch
middle.
300 times a
Who's
year.
bullshitting they deal?
Like fuck that. Like somewhere in
So-
the middle, they need like an opt out. I made a Pro Bowl. I'm out my 5-year contract because they
Yeah,
juicing
that
us.
you just said something.
Pro Bowl, all pro. You automatically
That's
go for
another
an
thing.
extension.
These contracts ain't just no
No.
generic contracts. Them bitches could be tweaked.
Yeah, it could be tweaked.
It-
Look at Michael
Eli
Parsons.
Eli was supposed to go to the Chargers.
Michael
Yeah.
Parsons might be a top 5
You
defensive
feel me?
player in the league right now,
Elway
getting
was
paid
supposed to go to the
$2 million.
Colts. When you don't want to do something, just like any other contract in the
Yeah.
world, you don't have to sign anything. Elway said, if you send me to the Colts, I'm going to play baseball.
Baseball. I'm going to
Real
play
talk.
for the Yankees.
Eli
Elway-
said, I'm not playing for the Chargers. Period.
Period.
I'm not playing for the
I
Chargers.
just want to play football.
What they do?
Make a
They
adjustment.
get Phillip Rivers. You go to New York.
Right.
Yeah.
What Phillip Rivers did at the Chargers?
Nothing. Nothing.
The thing, yeah.
So you it's not an automatic contract. Okay, this person drafted you. Okay, sign here. That's where you going. You have no choice. That's what you.
But they're not gonna tell
It's
you
not
that.
just that. You gotta negotiate, just like any other contract in this world. If you don't negotiate, you just sign. Well, you signed
I
that.
think,
Well,
them-
right.
I think the
I
rookie
think-
deals. I don't know. I think them bitches.
I think this NIL shit
About-
is gonna educate kids coming out of college to know that now I have to be a little bit more involved with my money. I need to be I'm a player that's trying to get to the NFL. I have potential to get to the NFL. I need to be taking business classes. I need to be taking classes at school so I can understand how I get paid. I can understand how a contract works. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that coaches on these NCAA teams, this is what they need to be telling these players. Son, check yourself into a business class.
But no, they
Understand
can't,
your
they can't
bread.
tell them that though.
But they can't.
They can't tell them that because the shit is a business. They gotta
have to.
finesse it.
But if Deion could have a female come down and talk to his players and she telling them, you fuck around, I take your money. If he could do that, then the coach
could do that.
Then the NFL could do that.
But guess what though? How many people you thought listen to that shit?
Well, the NFL do
I think they listen. That's
NFL do a
Deion.
gambling. No,
Listen,
they do a gambling
listen,
thing
listen,
for the
listen,
rookies
listen to
every
me,
year.
bro. Listen
Every
to me.
rookie got to go through a
Listen to
gambling
me, bro.
class, and they get somebody to come and talk to them about gambling because these
Listen.
niggas get that money and go crazy.
You gotta understand, bro. It's a difference between right and wrong, bro. They gonna have people that's gonna do right. They gonna have motherfuckers that's gonna do
But
wrong.
listen, if you get
the
through
ratio,
if you get through the 5 people, that's plenty.
That's plenty.
right,
Reach what it say? Reach
And,
one.
and I feel like he got through to at least 5 people.
I can say that, yeah.
Huh?
But he ain't
Reach
get through the
one,
whole.
teach one.
They ain't get
Yeah.
through the whole team.
Nah, he
Absolutely.
ain't get through the 50% because some niggas just
Absolutely.
dick mind.
That ain't what happened to me.
Like
That ain't
Q
what happened to
said.
me. That ain't what happened to me. type
Reach
shit.
one, teach one.
Reach one, teach one.
But see, Deion, you gotta realize Deion is a father. He played, he coached.
He was a
He from the
personality.
hood.
Yeah.
He has every quality to make you sit there and listen to what he gotta say.
He was
He
a
been through it
personality,
all.
bro. He done had the Nike
And,
been
contract.
through it all.
and his errors of living.
He done been in the
And
light.
his errors of living.
He was in the light.
He had
and
Nike
he handled
shoes
it right.
and all of that shit. He did
He
it.
handled being in the light the right way.
Right.
So that's why he
So
had old girl
why-
come down
why
there
not
and
listen
holler
to
at
him?
him. He's like, look, I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing. I'm gonna let her tell y'all. She gonna tell y'all right now.
Real
And
shit.
she told their ass too. Fuck around.
She don't come and do that if Deion didn't obtain the respect he
that
obtained.
he got. You know what I'm saying? Like
If
Deion,
Deion don't have the respect he have, she'll be like, why would I say that? Why would I do that?
Right.
She already knew who Deion Sanders was.
She know what's up with
Of course
Deion.
I'm coming
Deion
from
is a
that
man who stand on principle, and anytime you meet a strong man, period, who stand on principle, a young man with any type of head on his shoulders is gonna take heed to what they saying.
Right.
And you gotta know, like these dudes, like this Deion Sanders, like he they coach. It's not this not some old white dude that's they coach. This Deion Sanders as they coach.
I'm pretty sure
Hall
they
of
did their research
Fame.
on-
Hard, like
I'm pretty sure they did their
they
research on.
they leaning on his
Yeah,
word,
man,
dog. Like
man, this is who he used to do this.
they,
Oh, yeah.
it's a reason why Jackson said it was so good. It was because of him. Like he brought the best out of them boys. He brought the best out of them. He made them be disciplined.
And he's no hypocrite.
No, and he wasn't a hypocrite. I'm gonna hold my son to the same standard I hold the rest of these players to. He don't get no special treatment. None. If I say curfew, that nigga better be in there. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who you is. Like everybody had to follow his rules. And they won games.
But you know what?
And you got coaches don't want to shake his hand.
I feel
It's like, come on, bro, don't do that. Like, don't do that type of shit.
Not to switch the conversation, but I feel like it need more. It need more of coaches like that in the neighborhood to really have some type of structure to where they can really get through to kids that's playing. And I feel like they
Coach
need to
Cheese.
add
Shout
a
out to
higher-
Coach
they need
Cheese.
they need to add a higher age limit to football. It shouldn't stop at no 15, 16, 17 type shit. That shit should go to.
Let me tell you
You know what I'm
this.
saying?
Maybe jumping
The
into
problem
high school,
is
Not to change the subject, but
a
that's
lot of
all.
people view
Put that bit on
coaches
that.
as far as like volunteer coaches who don't get paid and stuff. A lot of people view them as the men who ain't got nothing to do, men who ain't got no job, men who. No, that ain't even the people these kids need.
No.
Right.
They need a man, and I'm not trying to say this just because I do this, but I do this. They need
Yeah.
a man who getting off from work and he tired, but he's still going to dedicate that last bit of energy he got to pour into the kids. A man who ain't been doing nothing all day, a man who ain't really got nothing, he just doing it because he ain't got nothing else to do, them kids could sense that.
Real shit.
Absolutely. They respect
Real
that.
shit.
Them
why-
kids
that's what
is
I'm
not
saying.
stupid. Them
That's
kids
what I'm
is
saying.
looking like, all he do is drink beers and do this, and he trying to tell us
Yeah.
to stay out of trouble.
Right.
He ain't even got no this, he ain't got no that. He
Man,
don't
Coach-
never even bring us no Gatorade.
No.
Like anything, they gonna think like a kid, but they gonna also analyze this adult right here. he ain't about nothing.
And we was all kids once, so we. So
And
so
I
that
look.
sense of shit, we
I
knew.
played Paul,
Since
so
then,
I used to look at certain coaches like, I hear you, but I don't hear you. You just a guy who just be lingering around the park. You ain't really got nothing going on.
Go
But
sit
see,
down, Otis.
Coach Derek,
You the coach
Derek,
coach partner.
oh, he worked for the Paris. Coach Derek come in here in his work uniform and in his booth, and he telling me do this and do that.
And he's standing on
He's
business.
standing on
outside
his
of this.
business.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna listen to what Coach Derek got to say. You showing up, your eyes yellow because you've been drinking all this liquor and shit. You smelling like beer. You trying to tell me what play I should be making.
Out here
Boy,
yelling
get
at
out.
me and shit.
Whatever. So I say all that to say, I said a whole lot to say this. We need the men who actually bout something. Don't feel like, oh, I got something going. Somebody who ain't got nothing going need to be coaching. The ones who got something going is the ones the kids need, because in the midst of you teaching them the sport, you could be teaching them how to become a young adult the proper way.
Right.
You're teaching them how to take losses in life, not just in the game. You're teaching them how to persevere in life, not just persevere and run that last lap. You're teaching them how to, when you thought you was about to give up, you could have kept going. And somebody who don't have nothing going, they can't really teach them kids that.
Right.
You gotta have something going to teach somebody how to fight through some stuff. So, man, if you ain't got nothing to do, pick a sport, pick a time,
all
like do
about
something,
discipline,
be
dog.
an assistant. If you ain't got no time, volunteer. Bring the kids some Gatorades. Do something. Like, these kids need people. They need people more than you
Facts.
think. And you always want to talk about what they doing. But what is you doing?
Facts. Because as a parent, I'm doing the same shit, man.
What is you doing?
Hold that never ever
Yo, I got one in
My
soccer.
bad, though, yeah.
I got one in soccer, and I got one running track right now. And before that, she was playing basketball. Like,
And don't write your kids off. You don't know what your kid gonna
Let
like.
them do
Give it a shot.
everything.
Oh, okay. What? Yeah.
Give it a
what's
shot.
up?
I'm gonna tell you right now, my 5-year-old, I went and bought cleats, shin guards, all that shit. She went to picking flowers and wishing upon a star. She's spinning in the middle of the field. I don't give a shit.
You tried.
Hey, she out there and she be wanting to go. She be like, Daddy, I got soccer practice today? Yeah, you do. And I know what she gonna do. She might run up and down the field a couple times, but she gonna pick some flowers and bring them to me.
And some real shit, right? Just yesterday. Well, let me rewind it. I used to be like, come on, Rose and Ruby, time to go to basketball practice. Ruby like, I don't want to go to basketball practice. Throwing a fit, right? Just yesterday, I hit a ball bouncing. Stop bouncing that ball. Daddy, I'm practicing my dribbling. I say that to say you don't know what your kid gonna like. Sometimes you gotta give them a
Give her
push
some
start.
time.
Give them a push start.
But look, y'all, we went through all the topics. We talked about the Super Bowl. We done talked about coaching, getting paid, players getting their money. We all know that these players deserve their money. Q old punk ass just walked out the camera. Come back, Q. Come on, Q. We gonna rap. All right, so I appreciate y'all sitting with me. You know, this is the first time I really had like any guest on here. Y'all tune into the OC Chronicles. These the niggas I kick it with on Sundays, and we get it in tough. I'm gonna put links in the bio to the OC Chronicles. They laid this video with Flag Boy, Giz. But thank y'all for tuning in, bro. I just appreciate y'all sticking in there with me. I know I was gone for a little while, but fuck, I'm back in it, man. We gonna get into the NBA. This was my NFL finale. Y'all tune in for season 2. It's gonna be all about the Pelicans, hoes.
I'm making a way and I'm making a way. Hey, I'm calling the shots and I'm calling the plays. Hey.